All right, so here we have Daryl, which you remember Michael spoke about the great supportive friend.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you started the dad's group.
Yes. So,
Um, and how did that come about?
all right. So, dad's group came from me becoming a dad,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, I have a group of friends that, they had kids when we were like late teens, early 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, their kids are, by the time I had my first son, Jalen, the kids were in their late teens, right? So, a lot of what I was experiencing, I don't remember, it was more than a decade ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, me and my wife's best friend and her husband, we had kids around the same time. So we are kind of going through these experiences, by ourselves, just me and him kind of like feeding off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then about 2 years later, another group of our friends started to have kids too. So I had noticed because not to pat myself on the back, but like I'm kind of that friend that everyone kind of comes
Mm-hmm.
to like for advice or hey,
You're
I'm going through this.
approachable.
Yes, easily
Mm-hmm.
approachable. And so I got all these different friends that they know each other, but they don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all kind of going through the same thing. And I know when I first had Jalen, it was tough because there wasn't a lot of people that I could necessarily turn to for advice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the ones that did have kids, the kids it was more than a decade ago. So I don't necessarily remember the little intricacies of having a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I found like as a dad, there wasn't a lot of support that you get because as a man, you're told to suck certain stuff up,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just handle it because that's what men do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you have a wife that's either pregnant or just had a baby, a lot of times, excuse my language, you got to kind of just eat shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? And no one tells you how to eat shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you deal with it and you push forward, you push forward, you push forward, and you bury a lot of what you're feeling deep down,
Mm-hmm.
and it just stays buried. And what we don't talk about is that it does come out in different ways, but we just don't quite understand as men why we're reacting to certain things the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes we might be extra snappy,
Yeah.
but you don't know why. You don't know
It's
why.
built up.
Yeah, it's a lot of built up stuff, right? So when I had the other group of friends that just had kids, and everyone kept coming to me like, we're dealing with this, we're dealing with that, and I'm realizing all of us are kind of going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a group of us and I said, you know what? Everyone's talking to me about what they're going through. And I know you're going through the same thing he's going through, and you're going through what he's going through, but you're all talking to me. F it, let's just all talk together.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let's put this group together of like new dads that can kind of like bounce different experiences because I might not have the answer for what you're going through, but you know
Someone
what?
else might.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might not be the best person for you to speak about what you went through over here, but he might.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was put us all together and just kind of it took a little bit for the guys to start talking because, men are men
Mm-hmm.
and no one wants to,
Be the first to open up.
yeah, or be vulnerable to another group of men because you never know how they're going to judge you and how they're going to look at you and look at your story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times what we do is we keep stuff to ourselves and we still, even in the group, I mean, outside of fun stuff, you kind of just kept a lot of what you were going through to yourself. And it
Mm-hmm.
took a little bit, but I mean, somebody has to be that sacrificial lamb. And I found when, I know you spoke to Mike, when Mike mentioned it, when we added Mike to the group, he brought a certain level of vulnerability to the group because he had told me his story randomly. We were always cool,
Mm-hmm.
but he just randomly decided to share that with me, and I knew he was going through something. But I didn't know he was going through that,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought this would be the best avenue for him to just get a group of guys that are really good guys, supportive guys.
Mm-hmm.
You might not know anyone, but if I'm bringing you along, I promise you,
You'll
it's
be
gonna
good
be, yeah,
here.
like the support you're looking for is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought a level of vulnerability to the group where it let the other guys feel comfortable enough to really start to share their story because what he was going through with Malik being born early,
Mm-hmm.
another friend of ours went through the same thing, but I didn't even know that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And they were able to talk about that. That's where I couldn't relate, but someone else could, and it was nice that he had someone that could relate to what he was
Mhm.
going through, and just like that, it started to become like a community, right, where we started to feed off of each other. So during COVID, it was like a lot of us, everyone was stuck inside.
Mhm.
So it was like as soon as we could get outside, we started doing stuff outside as a group. We
Mhm.
start because a lot of us, we work, kids, work,
Mhm.
whatever the family needs. So it's like let's find something. Let's start to get out the house, not related to the kids. Let's
Mhm.
start to do,
Something for us.
yeah, because like so many times we put ourselves in the back burner for the
Mhm.
betterment of the family,
Mhm.
right? Like for the betterment of my wife, for the betterment of my kids. Like kind of you sit back and you take less, and it's cool. So every once in a while, it's just nice for like the guys to come together. It's not a bash my wife,
Mhm.
type of thing. It's more of a like fellas link up, let's go out. We talk about our kids too, and what's nice is that we share pictures and moments of our kids. You know what I mean? Like Michael share Malik at skating or hockey.
Mhm.
He'll share those type of moments. Another friend of ours, he'll share moments where his kids at karate.
Mhm.
Just got a new stripe. It's like those are. This is a space where we don't have to be too cool. We can celebrate our kids and
Yeah.
celebrate our kids proudly, and just be like, I don't care what someone else is gonna say, or this looks corny or that looks corny.
Yeah.
It's like let's celebrate, and that's amazing. Hey, try putting your kid in this. Like I know I put Jalen in karate,
Mhm.
you know then everyone was asking what's that like. They started to see his progression, and then everyone started following along. Like I got to get my kid in something. Just we it's nice to have a group where you could just bounce off of
Mhm. And
each other.
encourage each other.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. Is like you have men in there encouraging other men. There's no need to knock you for what you're doing. We're here to support, right? We're here to
Mhm.
give guidance. We're a network of like-minded people that are going through the same thing. So it's like we're here for each other.
Yeah.
That's it. We let you basically it's open up as much as you want or as little as you want. I'm not here to
Mhm.
judge. Like we got people in the group that haven't said nothing in months. To be honest with you, right? But then you have someone like me, like my boy Jesse or Mike, that are a lot more active in the group, a
Mhm.
lot more sending pictures. You know what I mean? And everything isn't about kids because like sometimes you just want to talk about this new
Shit you
beer.
want to talk
Yeah,
about.
like yo, man, go get this beer over here. Yo, we got this.
Mhm.
Like it's stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just talk about whatever you want. It does not have to be related to like just your kids and your family alone. It's just come
It's
together. We
just a
saw each
safe
other.
space.
Yeah. I mean, the group doesn't work for everyone
Mhm.
because I've invited people that have said politely no.
Mhm.
Because not everyone is necessarily ready for that.
Yeah.
Um, I've had to remove people because you make things weird,
Mhm.
right? And that then you make that space not safe for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's not meant for everyone, but I mean, for the most part, it's worked. I love to see its growth. These guys have now become friends beyond me because the one common thing everyone had was they were all friends with me. And
Mhm.
now they're all friends with each
Each
other
other.
outside of me, which
Yeah.
I love because like it's not about me, right? It's about us
Yeah.
as a community, right? So it's worked out great. I love it. I love the fact that we're still growing,
Mhm.
still taking new applications. But it's just one of those things where I'm like I'm glad I started it, and I'm glad that a lot of the men in the group have benefited from it,
Yeah.
right? Because I talked to my wife like when we first started it, the girls tried to do the same thing,
It
and she's
didn't
just
work
like,
out.
no, not at all, not at all. And that's the one thing she said. She's like, it didn't work. We tried to do the same thing,
Yeah.
right? But we legit, it's just there's no judging. It's just we're just here to talk, man. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter. It's not a competition. If your kid started walking before my kid, kudos. What'd you do
Yeah.
right? Tell me what you did right.
Yeah.
Like what do I got to do to get this little walking? Like whatever I got to do. You know what I mean? It's like that, and I find
Yeah.
that the guys that are there are just a lot more supportive.
So you said you're taking applications. So before I let you go, or is this just open applications
It's
or?
weird because I was at the barber a couple months ago. I was telling my barber about it, right? Because he had just had a kid too, and he was like, I was telling him about the group, and he was like, I'm done my haircut and I'm trying to go, and he's like, so hold on, man. So You
Let
just
me get
let
up in
anyone in
that.
there? And I was like, ah, shit, this is awkward. I'm gonna let my barber in there. This is just super weird, you know. But I mean, I gotta feel you out first to
For
make sure that,
sure.
like, because like I said,
Again, you're trying to create a safe space.
yeah, we've had an incident before. But I mean, if you're interested in it,
Mhm.
and sure, I don't mind putting other people in it, but you get out of it what you put in it,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yeah.
always tell other guys, you if you want to get something out of this, then put your all in it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Don't come in here
open
trying
up.
to be cooler than nobody or you can't
Yeah,
talk about this.
yeah.
Be
Because like if
yourself.
you come in there and you're just kind of like watching everyone talk and not saying anything, you're not gonna get anything out of this, right? But
And but also what's the point?
yeah, if you're just here to like you're not gonna get nothing out of this. But
Yeah.
like if you want, it's a community of men. You network, talk about whatever you want.
Mhm.
Nothing in here is going to be judged. Talk about whatever you want. And I always tell anyone I invite into the group, I'm not here to tell your story
Mhm.
because we all have a story. You tell your story when you're ready.
Yeah.
Like I got a friend, um, I have a friend who is trans,
Mhm.
right? And when him and his wife were about to pop, his wife came to me and said, you know, he doesn't have a community of men that he
Mhm.
can talk to. So she was like, invite him. And I put it out there to him, and it took him a little while to accept the invite,
Mhm.
But he finally did. And once he did, I let him know, like, your story, your transition,
Mhm.
that's not for me to tell these guys.
Yeah.
When you're ready, you tell your story when you're ready. And
Yeah.
it took a little over a year. But recently, I mean, he told the guys, he opened up. He was like, I'm scared, but I want
Mhm.
to live my truth. And he opened up, and I loved that for him. And I let him tell his story. He told the guys, and everyone was accepting. Everyone was like, it doesn't change anything between us. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Your dad, like I'm a dad, like he's a dad, like they're a dad. We're
Mhm.
all dads, man. We're all going through the same thing. So I loved it. I loved it. Like it's just that's someone who decided to open up,
Make the best of the
make the
group.
best out of this group. Right now, you
Yeah.
have a safe space to share your story.
Well, I just want to say I'm super proud of you for even
Yeah,
starting this group. Like I
thank you.
said, we go back to working together
Yeah,
on them people, them phone
yeah.
calls,
I know. I
causing
know. I
peer
know. I
ruckus,
know.
sitting on personal
I
time. And
know.
now you're here creating this space for these men. And
Yes,
just kudos to you for that
I
because,
appreciate that,
like,
Kai.
a lot of people, I feel like in the society, a lot, what I find out, everyone's for themselves,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And you're not only making a safe space for, as you said, it started with just you and that friend,
Hmm.
you've opened it up and you've had people come in and people that have come in and been able to be vulnerable with
Hmm.
these men that they don't really know
Yeah,
that they consider brotherhood,
yeah,
right? So, no, that's dope. I
yeah. I
love that.
appreciate that. I'm trying, taking new applicants,
So,
whatever.
how do they apply?
I mean,
We'll work on that.
we'll work on
All
that.
right, hit me up, and I'll get you connected to Daryl.
But it's good. It's really a good group of guys, and it's been going great. I mean, we link up, we do a bunch of different things, but it's great. It's more about sharing your story with
Mm-hmm.
when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's working.
Well, thank you for coming in
No
and
problem.
sharing that information.
All right.
Done.